Hello guys, welcome back on my channel for another week of a CS student. So this week I won't go through day by day. I will first do a quick recap of the week, then I will go to the most interesting part, what topic we tackled this week at EPFL. Then I will explain you a bit what I do outside of EPFL, what sport I do and how I train. So for the recap of this week, so each morning I did a workout. Either I went to the gym or I went for a run. Then usually I come back in my flat, I eat breakfast and then I go to the campus. As you have seen on my channel, you can watch some study with me streams that I do straight from the campus. You can go there and ask some questions during the sessions. I can try to answer during the pauses. I do 50 minutes on 10 minutes of Pomodoros. And I can work like this because at EPFL they stream all the lectures and the videos are online. Can show you on the screen right now. So you have the videos, there's the player, you can see the camera of the auditorium as well as the screen of the where the professor writes, and then you can also toggle the speed, like you can watch it in 2x speed, so it's really nice. You can gain a bit of time like this, and also during the study with me session I do my exercises sets. Okay, so now for the topics that we tackle this week. So I go subject by subject. So first programming, then analysis, linear algebra, AICC, and then physics. So first, the least interesting one, programming. This week we worked on arrays. We got small lectures of 50 minutes and a lot of exercises to do. They weren't that interesting. Also because I already know how the arrays work since I have some basics in Python, but now it's just in Java. Then in analysis we tackled several topics. So we had a quick introduction on absolute values, floor and ceiling functions. Then so we were in R, and then we moved and we talked about complex numbers. We talked about operations on complex number, how we represent them, their geometric form, exponential form, and finally how to solve equations. It was really brief, and then we moved on to talk about sequences. We had a quick introduction on arithmetic and geometric sequences. Then we talked a bit about the bounds of sequences with Bernoulli's inequality, and we ended this week with the convergence of sequences. Then next week we talk about limits and so on. Then for linear algebra, we went on with linear maps. We defined operations on matrices, like additions and multiplications by a scalar and their properties. Then we talked about composition of functions, and we introduced matrix multiplications. We defined it and we gave some properties. Then we talked about the injectivity and surjectivities of linear maps and some other properties of matrices like diagonal matrices, upper triangular one, lower triangular one. We talked about also the powers of matrices, how to compute it easily, and then we finally talked about transpose. And next week we will learn how to invert functions, linear maps, sorry, and what linear maps can be inversed and what can't be inversed. Then for AICC, so it's our course on discrete math for programming. This week wasn't interesting at all. We talked about set and functions. It was like a repeat of what we had already seen in other subjects. So we talked about sets, what are these, operations on set like union intersections, We got introduced some special sets like the empty set, power sets, talked about Cartesian product, and then functions, what's the definition of functions, injectivity, surjectivity, and inverse. So it was like a repeat of what we had seen in other subjects. But what's nice in AICC is that I will show you on the screen. You have the lectures, and someone did a project, I think it's a master thesis, he coded a bot, so we can ask the bot some questions about the lectures that are recorded. Show you on the screen. There's the prompt, and you can ask them like for a summary, and he will give you a summary with some timestamps. It's really nice. And also at the end of each week we have the weekly quizzes that account for 10% of our grade. Show you briefly how. Here's the quiz. And finally, for the last subject, it's physics. We tackled simple harmonic motion. So first the general case with spring mass and pendulum. Then we talked about damped oscillations, and finally forced oscillations. So that was all for what topic we tackled this week at EPFL. So now I move on and explain you what I do outside of EPFL. So as I told you at the beginning of the video, I work out every day. So on Tuesday, I went for a zone 2 run around the lake. I can show you on the screen. I did about 13 kilometers, and here is the GPS and my heart rate zone. On Thursday, it's another day where I run. I went to the Dorinis Sports Center and did 4x4 Norwegian intervals there. I have no video to show you. And on Monday, Wednesday and Friday, I go to the gym. My current goal is to gain a bit of strength to help me in sports like running, because I do some races, quite like it. Here are some videos of my session. I will give you some speed up video at the end. And here is what exercises I did this week. So it was nice. So that's about it for this video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget, I will be streaming all week. You can join me in study with me sessions on my stream. Ask me some questions. I try to answer. Sorry, I saw that someone went on my stream this week, but it was too late when I wanted to answer. And sometimes when I'm in a room, I can't answer because some rooms are silent and people are there for working. So that's it. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye bye.